Well, hello, everybody. It's December 13th, 2025. It's take two. I actually got about halfway through this video, and my wife called, and I picked the phone up and saw that the camera had gotten our last name on it. And obviously, I don't know how to edit and whatnot, so had to scrap that video. So this is take two. But I am doing Master of Puppets. I am doing the album that many people think is the best heavy metal album of all time. I do not agree with that. I don't even think this is the best Metallica album. Best lineup, and I love Cliff, but I absolutely do not think this is the best heavy metal album of all time. This was the reissue. I had this on CD. I never had this on vinyl. It's the heavy vinyl. It sounds great. It sounds really good. Here's the insert, the lyrics, and then the band photos. Now I did that other video about the Black album and Does It Suck a few weeks ago or a couple months ago, whatever it was. And no, I don't think that album sucks. I don't think it's bad. Yeah, I would take this one over the Black album. I would take this, and I know some people are already ready to crucify me. So I get into Metallica later in the game. It was about 1990. I'm in high school, and a buddy of mine goes, "How do you like metal and not like Metallica?" And what I had heard from Metallica, I just didn't get the hype. I didn't get why everybody was wearing Metallica shirts. Just didn't do much for me. So he goes, "Look, you gotta just go and get Ride the Lightning." So I go to Rolling Stones, which is the store in Norwich. It's still there. Get Ride the Lightning on CD, bring it home, and it was great. The two songs I didn't like on Ride the Lightning were Trapped Under Ice. I just did not like it all. And Fight Fire with Fire I thought was okay. Now, those two have absolutely grown on me. Trapped Under Ice I think is good. I don't think it's a great song. Fight Fire with Fire I think is pretty awesome now. But after that, like within the next couple of weeks, I go out and I get the rest of the other three albums. At that point, the Black Album hadn't been out. So I do get the other three albums, and this still holds today. Master of Puppets, I think, is the weakest of them. I know people are, you're out of your mind, you idiot. Go eat another hamburger. Go listen to what did that run Tool Shed say? Hairband guy. I loved that one. No, I don't. This is a good album, and you're gonna see where it ends up with me. There are some absolutely perfect songs on this album, without a doubt. There's one song I have hated from day one, and I still hate. And no, it's not Orion. I actually think Orion's pretty good. But there is one song on here I think is a total waste. Yeah, I put Ride the Lightning is absolutely my favorite album. I think Justice would come in next, then Kill 'Em All, but those two could flip, and then this one. Then I would put the Black Album. They lost me around Load Reload, where they lost a lot of people. I couldn't even start to. I will do a Metallica ranking. I know I did it on my old channel. I will do it again. But they so lost me that I couldn't even remember most of the songs off like Death Magnetic. I have not listened to 72 Seasons with the exception of Lux Eterna, which I do think is an awesome song. I love Atlas Rise. I think that's off Hardwired. Now, and people are all over the place with later Metallica. There are the strict Cliff people, and that's it. There are, the strict Cliff people, and Justice, and that's it. And a lot of people, by the time Load and Reload come around, it's just like. Now, I saw Metallica once. I worked when I was in college. For the Black Album tour, I worked for Coca-Cola in Chicago, and I worked as a college intern and in the marketing department, and I made this half joking comment to my boss. I was like, "Hey, can you get Metallica tickets?" Because Coke and the Rosemont Horizon, I think they're still maybe no, maybe they were Pepsi when we went to see Iron Maiden. Oh, they may have lost that account, but they were a Coke account, I believe. Well, he had ties to him in one way or another. I had to drop something off, and he goes, because he was talking about the Rosemont Horizon. Like, yeah, Joe, you got to go drop something off there. I was like, hey, can you get Metallica tickets? He goes, yeah, talk to so-and-so. He goes, just tell him I told you can talk to him. So I went in, I asked for so-and-so and dropped something off and asked for so-and-so. And I did have to pay for the tickets, but I got third row, and it was a very discounted price. It was not even close to ticket, face value. So I did see him for the Black Album tour. It was awesome. It was absolutely incredible. But only time I've seen Metallica. Now, the only reason I'm saying I would not go see Metallica again is because when they come to Chicago, they either play at Wrigley Field, which is a dump. I've said in the past that I hate the Cubs. I cannot stand the Cubs. I'm not a sports person at all. I just hate because I got ridiculed by Cubs fans and Bulls fans for my love of heavy metal. I hate the Cubs. Wrigley Field is a dump. I think they should bulldoze that garbage heap. But they either go there, and if you don't know anything about Wrigley Field, there's no parking lot. You literally have to find parking. Now, there are garages that are down a few blocks away. I think there are people that open up like their backyards and stuff. Then there are the people that if you find a spot somewhere on the street by Wrigley Field, they come up and they go, hey, it's my job to watch I watch this street. $80 and I'll watch your car. $100, whatever it may be. You better pay them. I haven't been to a Cubs game since I was a kid. And I've heard things have not changed. So I can't imagine they've changed. So I will not go to Wrigley Field. They also play at Soldier Field. Now that does have a parking lot and whatnot. It's a pain going into the city. I'm not a big fan. I grew up in the city. I spent my entire life in the city. Done with the city, especially now. I mean, Chicago is not somewhere you want to be hanging out for as things are getting better and better in this city. At any rate, and they won't go to. There's a venue in Tinley Park. They don't go to the Rosemont Horizon anymore. It's too small, whatnot. So no, I wouldn't go see Metallica again. But it's not because I think they suck or anything like that. But I don't think they're as great as everybody says they are. And this is not one of those I hate Metallica. Metallica sucks. It's cool. I just thought they were a good band. They were just not as phenomenal as everybody thought they were. It is what it is. Now I think they are the journey of heavy metal. They are the ultimate corporate metal band, but that's just me. So let me go through this album and rank it and whatnot. Again, some people are going to massively disagree with me. I mean, this is not like it doesn't suck by any means. It doesn't even come close to that. But it's not. I don't hold this album in the regard that I do Blizzard of Oz, Sabbath Bloody Sabbath, Power Slave, Shout at the Devil, High and Dry. I just don't. There are so many other heavy metal albums that I would put before this one, but it's always in the top two. It's always either this one or Paranoid that win, for best metal album. I say it's Sabbath Bloody Sabbath, but I'm happy with Paranoid. All right, let's go through the tracks here. And again, where this album shines, it shines. Battery is a 5. Absolute, unbelievable opening to an album. I mean, it is just a thrash explosion. It is. They could not have picked or written a better song to open this album. Battery, I remember hearing this the first time, thinking, wow, this is insane. And I really, really got really excited after the first couple of songs. I thought, oh man, I'm gonna love this as much as I like. I may be one of these people that likes it more than Ride the Lightning. Well, let me check and see if that's my wife. Hang on. Sorry about that. No. All right. So Battery's a 5. I mean, unbelievable. Dio. Last in Line. Holy Diver. Better metal albums. Anyway. Heaven and Hell. Better metal album. Master of Puppets is another 5. I mean, this is again, where this album is great. It is great. You know, I'm not going to sit here and say, "Oh, these songs they suck." Blah blah. No, Master of Puppets is incredible. Absolutely incredible song. It is a solid 5. The next one is the one I think sucks, and the thing that I said, Master of Puppets is a 5. The thing that should not be is a 2, and the only reason I don't give it a 1 is because the riff is great. I never got this song. I never liked this song. I skip it anytime I listen to this album. I did listen to it again just now before doing this review. Thought, okay, maybe it'll. No, it's a 2. The thing that should not be, I never ever really thought was good at all. Then we bounce back. Welcome Home Sanitarium is a 5. Unbelievable. I mean, the changes in that song. And, you know, do I think Lars is the greatest drummer in the world? No. But again, where he shines, man, this band, especially on this album Lightning, they were unbelievable. Absolutely. They were so tight. They were so perfect. The band was absolutely great. They sound so good on those 2 albums. Kill 'Em All as well, but I mean, you could tell they really tightened up a little bit more. And Cheryl Fleming Rasmussen got paid by the unit for these albums. You know, he did Lightning, this one, and Injustice for All, and not just a flat fee. Because man, he deserved it. Because I think he definitely earned his money. And Michael Wagner, whose name comes up in music a lot, in hard rock and heavy metal, deserved. I hope he got more than a flat fee. Welcome Home Sanitarium. I mean, that creepy, eerie beginning and how the verses go and then go into just an awesome chorus. It's a 5. It is an absolute 5. Disposable Heroes is good. I don't think it's a perfect song. It's a 4. Again, it was one that kind of grew on me as I was younger. When I first heard the album, I didn't really care for it, but it has grown on me. Disposable Heroes is a solid 4. Leper Messiah, man, I originally had down as a 3. This is another one that I really did not like, but after listening to it again today, it's a 4. I will give it a 4. Leper Messiah, it's not great, and I know both these songs people absolutely love, but I give Leper Messiah a 4 as well. Orion is another 4. I'm usually not a big fan of instrumentals, just for whatever reason. But no, Cliff did a great job, and it isn't. You know, I love Cliff. I truly do love Cliff. Our guy, man, our hero. I hate doing this backwards and whatnot, but he did a great job. This is phenomenal. Orion is a solid 4, and then my God, Damage Incorporated is a 5. That's I don't even know what's going on. It's such an explosion. It is so fast and so powerful. And Damage Incorporated is a 5. Damage Incorporated is the best song on the album. It is a 5 plus. It is so absolutely awesome. I laughing. From the lyrics and everything, the first time I heard it, just being blown away, I love it. Absolutely love it. So, all right. And again, Damage Incorporated is like a super 5. So you add them all up, and it's a 4.2 round. I round, so it's a 4. And for me, I'm happy with this. I know this is a 5 for probably almost everybody, if not everybody, watching this video. And they're like, you're out of your mind. Disposable Heroes, The Thing That Could Not Be, Leper Messiah, they're all 5s. You're an idiot. Orion's a 5. You're an idiot. That's great. It's phenomenal. Again, a great album. This is not a bad album by any means. I don't think it's what a lot of people do. I like no, and I just picked this shirt randomly. So I like No Prayer for the Dying. A lot of people think it's one of their worst, if not their worst album. I've seen it, at the bottom of lists. God bless. It is what it is. But yeah, I mean it is a great album, and yes, the band was better with Cliff in it. Jason was phenomenal. Jason did an unbelievable job from what you can hear, and yes, I've heard the version of And Justice of the Justice album with the bass turned up. They need to release that. They really need to give Jason his due, and they need to officially release that version. I don't think they ever have. Tell me and know in the comments if they have, and I'm wrong. But if not, they absolutely need to. I don't think they have. I think they need to release that. But I have heard the version on YouTube, and it sounds great. So all right, that's my take on Metallica. And man, I will tell you, I found one thing in watching other people's videos, doing these videos, and I don't get, I get like my big number of views is 70 or so, but even when I look at other people who do reviews and they are, it's 100,000, blah, blah, blah. Sabbath, Kiss, Metallica, Dio, sometimes Maiden, those are, man, people are really finicky. Because there are some that I see, like, how is this one not getting more views? How is this video not getting more views? This band is great. But boy, there are certain names you throw out there, and it's gonna really attracts more people. I like watching kind of the under the radar bands and whatnot reviews, but and I'm gonna still mix those in. I mean, I'm not gonna just stick to the big guys, but it's always interesting. It's very, very interesting to see that. Okay, so like, subscribe, all that stuff, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you.